Look at you roll. Hey, Bragg here for the Team C4G podcast. I am joined by Blake.
Oh.
And special guest Loklin.
I mean, I'm not really as good as, Glasgow, but I would consider myself alright.
Yeah, that was it was a really good episode last week. It was a really good episode. I'm not sure it was a coincidence by you not being on. So if this episode is terrible, I think me and Blake know who to blame. But
that's a good point. Common denominator.
Yeah.
Glasgow. We'll blame him for not coming back.
Actually, yeah, it's a very good point.
Obviously.
Why
did you leave us?
Disclaimer, a little bit of housekeeping. We're going to move to Tuesdays probably for this podcast. We're thinking it gives us a bit more time to debrief over the weekend, and generally some nice news hits on Monday. So this time we'll be a bit more in sync with the more latest breaking news, if that's what we're meant to do for you guys. And also, please email us at teamc4g.com, at gmail.com, and then find us all over the internet, so Twitter, Facebook, not on Twitch. We're all individual on Twitch, and that should be in the show notes or in the link below if you're watching the vision.
We got our own little thread on 4chan now. It's called /gay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Good. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with Blake? Promotion's promotion.
That was a bit harsh. Jeez almighty.
I can be harsh without swearing.
Oh, can you?
Anyway, let's
the challenge is on.
Interrupting you, Bragg.
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Bloody brilliant, Braggio. Bloody brilliant.
Brilliant fusion.
All right.
So why was it so brilliant for you, Blake?
Thank you for watching the C4G podcast. This was all right. No. God.
I was like,
damn it.
this is the part you speak,
Whatever.
Blake.
Whatever. Yeah, so myself and Bragg and a couple other people from locals, a couple other people from C4G went to an LLDS in Nowra, and I ended up winning.
Yeah, number one.
Which was, that was funny as. If people care, top 6 that I can remember was Clear Demise, which is what I played. 47 card. Okay, fair play. 47 card Pot of Desires Cosmo deck. BA Infernoids and Teller Demise. So, but yeah, it was good. It was good. Logan was top 8. And I don't know where everyone else was because I didn't look at the sheet because I'm a terrible person. I should have taken a photo.
I left way before that. I had, in my week in Yu-Gi-Oh, I had a terrible moment where a few draws didn't go my way with Blue Eyes. And in one situation, I had a full board of set up and ready to go. My opponent dark holes, and I'm like, wait, why didn't I protect myself from that? Like I remember I didn't make Harbinger for a reason, and I realized I had anti-spell face up on the field. And since everyone, and by everyone I mean the person playing the card and the person next to him, or me, but spectating the game, both freaked out, kind of threw me off. I started reading my cards going, is there anything I can do before I'm about to get completely destroyed? And I didn't look anywhere else. I was too distracted. So, please, people, pay attention to your field, or you come to be bitter about it for, what day are we into? Day 3 of bitterness?
Rip the roadie.
It's so dumb when that happens, and you realize you can't go back, or...
Yeah, later in the game, like, I was still playing like I was under it, and then going into it is like, hold on, that's up. It's like, and... Also in a way that it wasn't like, maybe, no, like completely locked out. Cypher Dragon stolen his Tsukiyomi. I already have an Azure face up on the field. I have Spirit Dragon face up ready to turn into another Azure Dragon because I run 2. And I had another XC pumping and I had a Spirit Dragon on field. Like it was a 5 monster board.
Couldn't you have just tagged out like your Spirit Dragon?
No, because by the time it turns into Azure, its effect doesn't go. So Dark Hole resolves.
Oh, okay, because it's like... It has to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because then that's what I was thinking about. Like, and that's why I was kicking myself in the moment, going, "Damn it, I should have preempted that." Because like time had passed. Like, yeah, it was annoying. And that's blaming the situation. My fault. Half, obviously, the opponent's fault for making an illegal play. And yeah, so that's why I'm bitter. And we're never going to speak at that tournament again. No offense, Blake.
No, fair play. The other thing I do have to say about the venue was they decided to do a top 8 cut, which I believe everyone should do all the time. That's just me.
Even at locals,
I'm sick of resistance.
do top 4 cut.
Yeah, Like, just
Yeah.
it avoids the I went EXO the entire day, lost in the last round and got dropped to 6th. It's like that's a crap feeling, and it's like, oh great, what was the whole point of me doing that in the first? Like, yeah, it avoids so much crap and solid. It was avoid so much crap, and I really think we should just do that from now on. On top of that, apparently it is in the Konami guidelines, even though nobody gives a shit about that in the first place. But
Yeah.
apparently it is in there that you should play it that way.
But doing scissor paper rock is also in the Konami guidelines. So what does Konami know?
It's a good point.
I'm gonna force scissor paper rock everyone.
Well, like it's better than rolling 2 die because two dice. Because it's going to roll. Yeah, it's roll 1 dice. Like rolling 2 means it's a weird outcome. Like it's 7s for days.
Well, no, it's a Blake loses outcome because I always lose dice.
I usually just say odds you choose, evens I choose.
Yeah.
And then I let them roll.
Another good option.
That's just convoluted.
But you say you go odds you choose.
The word convoluted is more convoluted than that.
Sure, dude. Sure. Why not, eh? Why not? Why not?
Otherwise,
find us on Facebook and no.
Did you?
Yeah, we're done.
Did you play much at all, Loklin, this week, or your whirlwind trip of the New South Wales to
my terrible trip of New South Wales? That was alright. It was alright. I got to see a few people. They were kind of lame though. Made terrible jokes.
Didn't come.
Went for shit teams. Oh, there we go. Swear. Cool.
No, we can say shit. We've already said it 3 times now.
Well, I mean, we're 7-ish minutes in, so it's like,
We beat the last one.
The last one at 1 minute 30. Hey, we're getting better.
Nah, shit's fine now. You can say
59 seconds.
You can say shit in television, and that's all that matters.
Can you?
Yeah.
Why can't you say fucking Oh god.
Oh.
Okay.
We're terrible. All right. Yeah. So I went to the Player of the Year tournament, and I was playing Cleatomize.
Yep. So the exact same. Actually, funnily enough, I was so lazy I didn't change the list at all from that day.
Well, it's also a good list.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Cleed list can do really well against a lot of rogue decks and just decks in general that don't like it. And if you get the right draw and set up.
Blue Eyes.
Well,
actually, you know what? It doesn't do well against Blue Eyes. And
that's it.
It really doesn't.
Oh no, I
predicted the deck for an hour and a half against Blue Eyes. Didn't win once.
And then you versed Blue Eyes.
Versed Blue Eyes in the first round of the Player of the Year tournament. Sick.
Well, that's frustrating when we versus each other in a tournament, Blake, and I versus your Clees, and you beat me, I'm pretty sure, even though I was playing Blue Eyes.
No, I didn't beat you. Top Deck and Card of Demise beat you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I was down, you had me, I Top Deck Card of Demise, and I came back with like 3 decent traps, and I was like, rightio then. Felt like a bitch. But what are you going to do?
Actually, yeah,
Say bitch?
Yes. The barrier statue deck as well was like really good at drawing Demise and Thunder King Ryo, and then
I saw him with Thunder King Ryo most times to not, and I was sitting next to him like all the time.
Yeah, and also there was a Thunder King on board, and I drew into Melody with a couple eggs in hand, so that was like, that game's gone. Blue Eyes.
I think he was actually sitting next to me while that happened.
I got 2 weeks worth of Blue Eyes left in me. Maybe I'll keep playing it after. That's the thing. Hopefully, ABCs are cheap enough that more people pick them up, and then Blue Eyes will be a little bit better.
Yeah, if only people weren't dumb and bought ulti Thrashers.
Yeah.
Wait, listen, I'm buying rare Thrashers.
Ew.
I thought you had already bought ulti Thrashers.
No, I had them, and I was like I had them set, and he was like, "Oh, we could do it for this price or this." I'm like, I guess. And then someone was like, "Oh, for the spare mat you've got, I'll give you 3 rare Thrashers and a couple of bucks on top." And I'm like, "All right, fair play."
Oh yeah. Amazingly attractive woman, but
yeah, this is true, and we're never gonna say her name because that's gonna suck. But yes, an amazingly attractive woman decided to ask me for that mat, and I was like, "Not gonna argue with you. You can have what you want."
Literally take it.
To be fair, though, I really did want 3 rare Thrashers. Express. I really did want 3 rare Thrashers though. Like I wasn't gonna go ulti, but I wanted the rares at least. So that was cool that they had them and I could grab them off them.
Yeah, that's
Well, other than that,
all right deal. All right.
we
deal.
have actually legitimate good news this week for once. We don't have to bitch about the ban list again to make up for lost time.
Wait, hold on. I just finished bitching like a bunch.
Are we gonna put a limit on bitch?
Nah, let's.
Listen, we get
You
4
can't
bitches
limit.
each.
You can't limit bitches at one on the limit list, and then other
Yeah.
words on the ban list. Done.
Let's make bitches semi-limited.
Semi? Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah. So that's all like that happened really for us in Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, let's get into the news of the week. And so we got all the Spyral cards from Invasion Vengeance revealed. I already talked about this on my video thing, so if you've already seen that, my points might overlap. I don't remember what I said. It was a couple of days ago now. But do you guys
You
saw?
should go check him out on Bragg because in that
Yeah,
video
it
he
was
also
a
pimped us out.
great video.
Yeah.
I've watched it like 3 times.
Oh, that's why my views are at 4.
What?
No, I don't know how many views it's had. Yeah.
Also, funnily enough, if anyone is listening to this and haven't subscribed to our channel, do it. If nothing else, but so we take over Braggio's channel and it's funny.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Almost.
We're almost there. We're one
Almost.
sub off.
So I thought you were on 76.
Nah. A few bots got banned. I'm pretty sure I took a hit because I totally invest in 5 bots. Nah, I don't know. It's weird. Subscriber numbers happen. They go up and down. It's a weird fluctuating thing. I don't get why it happens. But as we're talking about spirals, all right. So the first one we got in the early week was Charming Resort Staff. This card. What did you guys think of Charming Resort Staff?
It's garbage.
It's huge.
Huge, huge garbage.
No, it's okay. Like it'll be used a little bit, but I can't see it being played as more of a 1 or 2 of because it's like it's cool for the big hit, but it's like it's not named Spyral. It's
Really difficult to read. Like
shut up. Okay, Locklin's fucking with our podcast notes, and this is hence
Alright.
why it's yeah.
Let me real quick read over this.
Sure.
Do you want to read it out loud?
You guys keep talking.
Okay, I'll read it out loud. Charming Resort Staff, light level 3 fairy effect monster, 300 attack, 200 defense. When an attack is declared involving a spiral super agent you control to an opponent's face-up monster, you can change the attack of the opponent's monster to 0. So you can push for that sweet OTK. But it's not a hand trap effect, so you need to have it on the field, and getting on the field is going to be really, really frustrating. That's a terrible part of the effect. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Spiral Super Agent from the deck. If a Spiral Super Agent you control, then that's probably it's the Metal Foe synergy there. Yeah. It is the Magician Magical Dimension doesn't do it either. Ooh, that's a cute idea. I'll think of that later. No, they don't spellcasters.
Schemes later.
Now, you can special summon 1 Spiral Agent monster from your deck. Okay, if a Spiral Agent you control is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and return 1 Super Agent from your graveyard to your hand. That's what I remember in my video. I kept saying from your graveyard. So it is a Super Agent utility card, does stuff, but you can't search it out. No real point having it. Probably going to wait for a retrained one before we get keen on that card. So fuck it, let's skip it.
Tis true. Tis true.
I was the last one to swear, but I'm also the first one.
Spiral Master Plan is the next card. This goes alright. Level 7 Spellcaster. Nothing wrong with that thing. Magic Veil is going to be key with this card, I reckon. Dark.
Oh yeah, that's a card.
Yeah, Spellcaster effect monster once per turn. You can add 1 Spiral Mission card from your deck to your hand, with nothing else on it. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Spiral Resort card and 1 Spiral Monster from your deck to your hand. Oh, that's an end and an end, not the other way around. That's not... Okay, then actually that's probably going to be a problem there. You can only use this effect to Spiral Master Plan once per turn, so that's the last effect there.
Wait, what are the other spirals? Like, I've never looked into spirals. Like, what are the other... Like, what are their types?
Okay, so 2 level 1 machine monsters that work with machine duplication, 1 level 4 warrior monsters, the boss of the monster of the deck, and the the equip spell that's Premature Burial.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can only use that Premature Burial once per turn. It's weird, like a few of these cards are missing that once per turn clause, and that was a big selling point from Konami's perspective. And they add it every now and then to certain other cards to go, hey, no, it's not actually broken, despite us selling it as broken.
Yeah,
Getting...
they hyped up the whole, it's not once per turn, you're going to go nuts. But we're going to limit everything else.
Yeah, so you can only go nuts in one way, and that's using machine duplication, yet they haven't reprinted it yet. I wonder if they're going to sneak it into the structure deck, but that's in the news later. Otherwise...
So, Braggio,
Yes?
what do you think is the best Spiral build? Do you think it'll be Fire King Spirals?
No, it's obviously... No, Bragg, it's obviously the rank 1 spam build with the prize card, which, you know, including... It's such a good deck.
Oh yeah, all those good rank 1 cards, like, Embodiment of Crime. And Punishment.
Oh, well, it goes into bloody...
Also none others.
Obviously, Utopia Kaiser's a card. If only the Utopia monster that came out in the last... in the special edition, the one that goes up to 5,000 attack, could be overlaid on any Utopia monster, then we'll be in business. But it's not. Anyway, so those are two monsters. Pretty underwhelming. Getting her out, Big Boss, is not going to be really easy. Onto the field spell. Spiral Resort, field spell. Your opponent cannot target other monsters you control with card effects. When's that effect ever gone wrong? At all. Continuing on. Once per turn, you can add one Spiral monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, during your end phase, shuffle one monster from the graveyard into the deck or destroy this card. So that maintenance cost is it's heavy. Like I don't think I want to shuffle cards from my graveyard back into my deck.
That's fair.
I'll tell you what though, the pluses on Spiral Resort from those desire arguments, it's a +2 every turn. You get a card to your hand and a card back in your deck. +2, +2.
That's true. That's true. No, I think it's all pretty okay.
Yeah, giving them a rotatable rotor. Actually, I think I definitely said that. Is, you know, it doesn't hurt, but it's kind of what they needed, but also they just needed other stuff, and we'll go on to the last spell card, which is Spiral Mission Assault. Continuous spell card.
Oh, by the way, Bragg.
Yes.
You haven't been reading any of these from the notes, right?
No.
Oh.
Continuous spell card.
Yes, continuous spell card. This message will self-destruct after your third end phase, after activation. It's really cute, that destruction effect.
Who cares? The deck, if the deck hasn't won by its third end phase, who cares?
Yeah, I think so. Like everyone go, oh, why do they do that? It's like, well, no, it's a mission. It's a mission. It's gonna self-destruct. Like it's a.
Oh yeah, that's. Okay, that's fine.
Really, dude? Really?
I liked
welcome
it.
To 5 minutes ago when we.
Once per turn, if a Spiral monster you control destroys a monster by battle, or if you destroy a card on the field with a Spiral monster's effect, Super Agent, you can destroy one card. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one Spiral monster from your hand. So that graveyard effect's bloody mint. But
yeah, that's actually really good. For
that's like
Super Age.
That's like some PK Fire stuff.
yeah.
Oh, actually, that could get out Big Boss as well, right?
Yes. So like obviously.
Unless it has some sort of. Does the Big Boss have some sort of like effect on it that says must be special summoned in a certain way?
No.
No.
Fair.
Yeah, it's so getting this in the graveyard is like, I know people saying the foolish card from Raging Tempest will it'd be good to run it, but running that foolish card to use that seems like a bit of a waste, and by then we should maybe know the next lot of Spiral cards. So
You would assume that we would have something.
Also, drawing cards like after using the destruction, which I'm pretty sure that destruction is limited to once a turn. So you're only getting one draw for the turn. That's very much like Supply Squad. That's a continuous spell. So, which obviously that works in a different way, but that card doesn't do anything for Yang Zings. So this card wouldn't do anything right now. Yeah. I think.
Well, would it? No, it's it's cute.
So
it's gonna do it.
At the end of it, Spirals they're they're not. We'll see what the Subterra cards. Obviously, keep an eye on my channel or the podcast next week, because in theory we should have it by next week. And there's no way Subterras aren't their new Cosmo and BA, and that it turns out Spyrals are the new Ultra Athletes. And that's the thing, but why couldn't they just make them Kaijus? Whatever. Anyway, I'm done with this Spyral shit. Let's move on to the structure deck content changes. Alright.
I'll take this.
Yeah.
I'll read it out.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, we are getting the 2 structure decks, Yugi and Kaiba, and we've had a few cards removed from the TCG version of them. Removed from the TCG Yugimoto deck is Gaia the Fierce Knight, Curse of Dragon,
Whoa!
Monster Reborn, because I guess that would have been good over there. And I would have liked to have seen a Monster Reborn. I would have liked to have seen it reborn. I'm sorry. Card Destruction is being not being reprinted. Card of Sanctity, Magical Hats, Light Force Sword, Chain Destruction, and Gaia the Dragon Champion are all removed.
Now, Card of Sanctity.
Added.
My God, why ever the OCG version of that had cards just so dumb. Like, why did I don't even know why they bothered printing it. But what did we get instead?
Magical Hat should have worked the way it worked in the anime.
Yeah, just put everything under a hat and hope for the best.
I've hidden my Dark Magician.
I know. In high school, I would do it with Spellbinding Circle and say, "Yeah, now your monster can't attack."
Okay, fair play.
Awesome.
Why not, right? Why not?
But added to the TCG Yugimoto structure deck, we have Giant Soldier of Stone, next meta in my opinion. Kuribo.
Kuribo, man.
What? No.
Kuribo.
Kuribo. Did he just say Kuribo? Did you just say...
Winged
Listen,
Kuribo.
Wait, am I wrong?
Winged Kuribo.
Winged Kuribo. You're a fucking
sorry?
idiot.
It's Kuribo.
It's Kuribo. I didn't
You're
think it
an
was Kuribo.
idiot. You're an idiot. It's so funny.
Anyway, we're getting a Kuribo.
No. Oh
For
no,
some reason,
Loklin.
who wanted this card? No one knows.
Oh, everyone
Skilled
did
Dark
because everyone
Magician.
likes Kuribo.
Skilled White Magician, which is some...
Hey, get that buster. Come on. It's a legit card.
Twin-Headed Behemoth. Swords of Concealing Light.
Hey, that's a
I've seen
reprint we
this
needed.
flipped on people,
Yeah.
and they're just like, "Oh, wait, what? No." Like,
There was
they
a
get looked out until they find some sort of back row removal.
yeah. There was
Which is
a
honestly really funny.
yeah. There was a card that was sort of like that's probably the best reprint of the Yugi deck. It's probably the best card in the Yugi deck at this point. And actually no, that's a lie. What's next?
Attack the Moon.
That's the best card.
Oh my god. That's so legit.
Attack the moon in Subterras. Let's do it. There are rocks. Rock bombardment. All this.
Do?
Okay, so attack the moon. Like, okay, let's bring up and read out the exact effect.
This is
Once
terrible.
per turn, when the battle position of a rock-type monster you control is changed, you can target one spell or trap card your opponent controls. Destroy that monster. Yeah, boy.
Wait, did you say you could target one spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy that monster?
No.
I'm pretty sure you did, but sure.
No.
Let's skip over that.
Destroy that target. So we've got some Giant Soldier of Stone support. No, I'm joking. Yeah, this is a fucking good card. Oh fuck, no. Shambles. I'm in shambles.
And then rock bombardment's another interesting thing. It looks like they really are using the Giant Soldier of Stone to try and get some rock cards out for Subterras. That's actually kind of.
Wait, is Giant Soldier of Stone actually going to be paid in Subterras?
No. It's more of they're using the justification of, hey, Giant Soldier of Stone's in the Yugi deck to justify the reprinting of a couple of rock cards that they will then plug in a new strategy article. If that doesn't happen, who wants to take me up on the bet?
Water.
Who wants to take me up that they won't feature Attack the Moon or Rock Bombardment in the next strategy article?
Awesome.
I would.
And after that,
but
we
I don't want to
have-
lose my money.
Send one. So Rock Bombardment, for those who don't know, send one rock monster from the deck to the graveyard, inflict 500 damage to your opponents. So Rock Bombardment for game. Oh, that would be so cool. That's it. We have to rename our team to Team Rock Bombardment. That rolls off the
No,
rolls off the tongue.
please.
Rolls off the tongue.
No.
Alright, so that's all for the Yugi decks, right? Oh no. That's
Buster Blader.
the dragon.
And
Dragon Destroyer
my life.
Swordsman.
Yeah, that was pretty easy to get at this point, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
I think I
Lord.
have-
It's not a good card.
So,
Remember those guys who are like, I'm gonna make a Buster Blade deck. Fucking.
Some dude took Buster
Oh,
Blade
whack.
into my LLDS and went 05, and I was like, you deserve this.
You deserve nothing, friend.
I
You don't
wonder.
even deserve to lose. Just stop talking to me.
I wonder if where do they go? 05?
LLDS.
Okay, LDS. I wonder if someone before YCS Sydney was like opening packs of Breakers of Shadow, trying to get all their Buster stuff. Yeah, because it was in Breakers of Shadow, right? The Buster Dragon, Buster Blade
I
stuff.
believe so.
Yeah, if it's not, who cares? But like, this is a hilarious image of someone's cracking open all the boxes, trying to pull the secret rare Buster Bladers, and like pulling like CDI and stuff. Going, oh, get this out of here. I wonder.
Fuck this off.
Surely one person that.
Solemn
Someone
strike.
searching for a
Ew.
cosmic cyclone.
Surely
and
one
they got
person that-
Buster Bladers instead, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Ugh."
One person that and 100 people surely was aiming to build a Buster Blader deck for that, and was buying packs of. Bought a case of Bosch. And they would have got it because there's no way no one has like a million of those Buster Blader ones, because like.
I absolutely do.
Yeah, we had 4 of them coming out of that box, and there's supposed to be 3 of each secret, I'm pretty sure. Out of a case. Yeah, it was
Yep.
terrible.
Roundabout.
Anyway, so that was the Yuki stuff. You got the Kaiba stuff?
The Kaiba stuff. So
so
removed from the
everything
Kaiba
cool.
structure deck
Is Blade Knight, Vorse Raider,
then this thing, Legin the Mystical Genie of the Lamp,
So OP.
which, if this had have come out, it would have been the second reprint of this level 4
No, wait,
vanilla
no.
monster.
Hold on,
in
no, it's
a
been.
year.
In a year. Wait, what? Oh, of course it was in the other one. Actually, I wonder which
It was
artwork
in
it
the-
is. Because the Macca's artwork was legit.
They
like-
look pretty
Yeah.
nice. They look kind of funny, but
Then. Oh no, that means we lose Ancient Lamp too. Oh,
Yeah, no Ancient Lamp. Familiar Knight is gone. No Melody reprint.
another one?
Oh, no.
No way.
Yes.
Monster Reborn.
Yep.
Soul Exchange.
Okay.
Cost Down and Shadow Spell have all been removed.
Shadow Spell's so
Damn.
bad. Shadow Spell is so bad.
I'm not aware of most of the cards on that list are any good.
Familiar Knight is when it's destroyed, it special summons a monster from the hand, I'm pretty sure. Destroyed by battle, so it's like a... and like, it was Kaiba played in the movie. Legend's like one of the first cards that Kaiba played in like the anime, but kind of went in the background. Vorse Raider was obviously in the other one. And the rest is shit. Melody! Melody got that many reprints, I guess it makes sense that they didn't put it in. Because, like, come on, you can't put it from a $5 card down to like a... just take it off me, please. I'm pretty sure I saw...
I do not want this.
I'm pretty sure I saw Harley just doing that on the
Look at
face.
me.
Yeah,
on-
a guy from our locals literally said. "Hey, does anyone want to like take this off me?"
Yeah. Does anyone want a Melody? It's so bad. It's so cheap. Like, it costs me money keeping it around now. Yeah, I mean, it's not paying rent. It's terrible. What do we get instead of what they took out?
Get?
What do we
Some
get?
Great cards. Great cards. We're getting Vampire Lord.
What?
Oh,
Would be awesome. Like a vampire sort of thing would be sick.
Wait, why are we getting Vampire Lord in a Kaiba deck? Did I miss something?
because Kyber absolutely used it. Don't you remember that? What? Never mind. No, he didn't. He was the last. Whatever. I don't. Yeah, I honestly don't get it.
No way.
What,
Yeah.
What's Vampire Lord?
Vampire Lord is the 2000 attack zombie monster that when it's destroyed by a spell or trap effect, it comes back in the standby phase after it was destroyed in your turn. So it was like the first like kind of reoccurring bastard monster. Like it was in a pretty
Awesome.
it was in an early set. Here we go. Vampire Lord, Yu-Gi-Oh. I should have opened the Rock Bombardment tab, but here we go. Oh, so that's right, and it has quite cool. It has a mill effect from the deck. Back when milling from the deck kind of hurt. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, declare one card type, monster, spell, or trap. Your opponent sends one of that card type from the deck. During the standby phase, after this card in your possession. Oh, that's really cool. When it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard by opponent's card effect. Ooh, special summon this card from your graveyard. Let's go into appearances. And let's see. Here we go. Seto Kaiba used this card in episode 114 against Noah Kaiba. That's why I don't know it, because, ew, that arc sucked.
Yep.
Noah's arc sucked.
Was that the video game arc?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, we have
Good luck.
Interplanetary Purpley Thorny Dragon.
Interplanetary
No.
Purple Thorny
What a mouthful.
Dragon.
What
I'm
is this
so
card?
I'm so excited to get this card.
Yeah. I guess I just chuck in the next dragon stuff, but like in a deck that's so based around his Union Machine stuff. Why?
Good card. Like the name.
Great
Blizzard
name, 10
Dragon.
out of 10. Blizzard Dragon's interesting. There's Bragg, what variant of, is it a super Blizzard Dragon that's like $200 each?
I do not recall, but that would probably make sense. It was probably in a champion pack.
Yeah, that's it. It was Champion Pack Blizzard Dragon.
Here we go.
Ridiculous. It was something like that, yeah, something like that. And the supers were worth like, God knows how much money.
Fun
Yeah,
fact.
the rare Cyberstein is worth like $3,000.
Oh, that's the yeah, because it's a
The
prize
red.
card. Here we go.
Yeah, price
No,
cards.
I'm
I'm
joking.
Oh, it was a dual terminal?
Was it?
No,
I don't think
yeah.
it was. I don't think Blizzard Dragon was DT.
Here we go. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Almanac promotional card. Is this what you're talking about?
Oh,
Let's have
yeah.
a look. Let's
Yeah.
eBay this. Sucker. Hey, you want to keep reading off the other ones while we look up this pointless card?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Keeper of the Shrine, which is getting its second reprint in like 4 months.
Yeah.
Because it was reprinted in Felgrand for some reason. It wasn't good there. It's not good now. It's not good. Not good card. Luster Dragon. Which sounds familiar to me.
It's 1900 attack vanilla monster. Pretty early on. Not that.
Never mind. No, it isn't.
Unless that's Luster
no,
Dragon
it is
number
what
2.
You said. I just not.
No, actually, I might be wrong. That might be the tribute one.
No, it is. It's vanilla. It's nothing.
Okay.
Limiter removal.
There you go.
Not bad.
I like this.
I mean, there's already heaps of variants of it, whatever.
Yeah, so, you know, ABC, you go for the attacking with your machines, and then you go into your fusion in the main phase 2. Done.
Dynamist.
Yeah, Dynamist is probably better because you're actually going for game with it.
No, but Dynamis is such a bad deck. Why would you ever play it?
At least it's not going to sound that
Everyone
bad.
hates
for
it.
your listeners.
Yeah, it's not going to sound like a rancid machine like you just did. For audio listeners,
I'm a robot.
Black's audio. Blake's audio sucks.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah. My connection is pretty trash.
Yeah, so
Frontline base.
yeah, it makes sense. Union support.
Call of the Haunted. Roll Out and Fiendish Chain.
Okay, cool. Putting Fiendish Chain over Shadow Spell makes sense because it is way better. And roll out for Union stuff. That makes sense. That makes somewhat sense. Anyone? Yeah, who cares? We're all here. We all know what we're buying these decks for.
We've stayed too long on this, I think.
Yes. Let's move on to 2017 product news revealed at New York Comic Con. Do you want to cover this, Blake?
Pun?
Do you want to read this out on me?
Sure, absolutely. So, Fusion Enforcers will be imported into TCG on the 24th of Feb. It will be hidden arsenal style printing, 1 secret per pack. Everything else is super. Full contents of the sets will be known when the OCG releases the set next month. Konami also revealed a new box set or pack called Duelist Saga. It is Yugi, Cyber Dragon, and Stardust Dragon on the front, and phrase
And a phrase.
and the phrase contains cards from every generation on it. Not much known about the contents, but yeah, okay. So Judging from this, I think that more Hidden Arsenal style packs would be cool. I kind of like them. And
Yeah.
the Dual Saga things could be like retro packs or whatever. Like, could be like the retro pack style.
I hope it's retro pack style. Gold. Like, then again,
The-
do we need more nostalgia sets? Probably not. But
No.
it's if we get raw yellow mega pack style, which is probably the pinnacle of nostalgia packs, it will be much better. Like buying decks, buying Yugi's legendary decks, buying legendary collections. It's a stupid investment. Like investment's the wrong word, but it's just like I don't want to spend $60 to buy that. While I probably will spend more than $60 on rando packs with it. But I guess but the contents have to be good as well, and have to be rare upgrades and stuff of cards of old. Hopefully they do that. Yeah, that's probably what they're gonna do. It's got Cyber Dragon shit, so maybe what's the rarity? Maybe no, they won't put an ulti Cyber Dragon in there. That's what they're missing.
They should.
Oh, that'd be so
They
good.
so should.
It'd be so good.
Ulti Stardust.
I would, yeah. I would start buying those packs for an ulti ulti Cyber Dragon.
Yeah, that would yeah. It's neither here nor there. See what happens when it comes out. Fusion Forces though looks like it's all based on Fusion Dimension Duelists from Arc 5. So it's got the Fluffle Kid and the dickhead Yuya, the one with the purple hair. And last bit of news, Darkside Dimensions, the movie, finally gets a release date announcement for Friday, January 20th. And
Yay.
so that's just in time for when they re-release the gold pack. So I'm very surprised actually now, because Konami would have known it was coming out in January this whole time. I wonder why they rushed the movie
Conspiracies.
pack. I guess they rushed the movie pack to get Blue Eyes all out of the way and broken before next year.
Super conspiracies.
Imagine a world that we would play if they held like what they used to do. They would hold the pack back until January, and then we wouldn't have
Yeah.
gadgets. We wouldn't have gadgets or alternative until Jan. Imagine
Yeah,
that.
that would have been fun.
That would have been.
heaps of fun.
Or Chaos Max. It would taken at least. It would taken a few years for people to realize that Chaos Max is terrible.
So terrible. But people will still play it. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
Anyway.
in a slower format, the card would be amazing.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Double piercing does what it does. Goes alright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's just like untargetable.
I mean, you know, my Quakings. Quakings solve all problems, I'm convinced of this fact.
Quaking's in the mirror match while you're playing that card is like stupidly good.
Oops, I hit you for game.
Yeah, actually, when diverting back to the tournament, when you had a face down card against Logan, he had Twin Twister. He didn't hit you Quaking. You only had one.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, one card set.
Like,
One card in your pendulum zone. Like maybe you had two cards in your pendulum zone. It's like you've always got to hit the face down against you, mate. Like.
Yeah, because I have Quaking 90% of the time. So yeah, I absolutely agree. Like, just get that.
Oh.
That would have hurt as well.
Everyone in that tournament has Quaking. It's always Quaking. Like everyone has Quaking but me, and for good reason.
Even I have
Quaking made
Quaking.
me win my. Yeah. I won my 2 water matches with Quaking.
Yeah, it's so it does what it does pretty damn well.
Well, in the BA match, it's even better because they can't play because
Yeah.
BA kill themselves. So
It's just so crazy. Then again, like I mean, he had Beatrice up, so wouldn't be able to do much. But you know, having a face down card sometimes doesn't stop that little sucker. He just finds out rando ways to get around it. He just top decks an ulti to a guy because that's what ultis do in that bloody deck.
or like
Logan.
Fiendish Rhino Warrior and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, he just has like all these backup plans. It's like, okay, right on. Like on paper, I should be winning.
Tribute
this, but I'm
summon
not.
the face down for Vanity's Fiend.
Yeah, that's the other crazy one. Because the times I've been hit with it, I just tribute summon for Blue Eyes or whatever, and go, okay, we'll sort this out.
Yep,
Because
fair play.
anyway, so there's the news of the week. We got a few good emails this week. I was going to say a couple, but there's a couple more than
Can I
that.
read it out?
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
read out the email.
No. What's the deck that you think will be forever your favorite? Mine would be Graveskeepers. Also, do you think Graveskeepers would go good now since Necro Valley, I think he's saying, can beat Blue Eyes, Water Decks, and ABCs if they fuse from the grave. Thank you, Paul S, for this email.
So, what? Okay, well, we'll go in order. Okay, so first off, what deck do you think will be forever your favorite, Blake?
I think, Yos. Ooh, wait, my favorite.
While he
Damn.
waits, Loklin, do you have one off the top of your head?
Um. Oh man, I just laughed at Blake for doing this.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
favorite deck right now is
Forever.
like it's the deck I started out with, which is Yusenju's.
Okay.
But I
You-
feel like there are other decks that could eventually beat that.
Be your forever favorite? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine either is anything with Thousand Eyes at the head, so Cookie Cutter Chaos is obviously the main one, or Scraps. I love Scraps. Yeah.
I think wind-ups for me.
Yep.
I think wind-ups were my
Blake
like.
almost went to say Yusenju. You could hear it.
Oh yeah, because the Yosenjus were like what got me. Like I started playing Yosenjus when I was learning the meta and like actually wanting to get good at the game, which is like that was my introduction to the whole like meta scene. But wind-ups,
But
yeah,
obviously they didn't help because you're still
wind-ups were
terrible.
literally like that was like the first deck I played with XYZs and the first like, because I ignored it initially when like that whole system came out and I was like, oh, I don't want to play with that, blah blah blah, and then, but yeah, bring back full wind-ups, man. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Get rid of One Up Hunter. Get rid of One Up Hunter. Bring every other Wonder back to 3. Be fine.
Let's
It's
do this.
also I like Scraps, but also Frogs, more so Frognarks was a deck that was always close to my heart, and I kept so I played Treeborn Frogs with Monarchs way back when, because it was the engine with Nimble Momonga to back up. Before I got my Nimble Momonga, because it was Bubonic Vermin. Funnily enough, I'm staring at one right now. Also, then Frogs turned into Frog FTK, and then Frogs turned back into Frognarks, and then they were never as good as ever. They resurged with Gachi, but yeah, Scraps probably would be such a hard
It's
question.
a hard question. It is a hard question.
Mind you, Gravekeepers, boo.
Also, yeah, Gravekeepers would be
Blake?
pretty good against Blue Eyes and Water and ABC and stuff. You're right. I think they would go okay.
Like,
Gravekeeper Demise though. And yeah, Lock, what's up?
You went. Yes. What were the other decks that came to mind before you said wind up?
What?
Like you had other thoughts in your head before you said wind up when you asked.
Yeah,
what you-
Yosenju's came to mind immediately, and I was like, okay,
What
well,
was the other
Yosenju's because it was none.
You had
Like,
no
I went, in my mind, I went, Yosenju's, wait, do wind-ups beat Yosenju's? Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Like,
sorry.
it's, yeah, because I, like, and the only other deck I really enjoyed playing was, what are they fucking called?
Stuff.
Like the bloody
Please.
Chaos Dragons. I guess you could call it Chaos Dragons,
Oh yeah,
or like that whole
The old-
that was fun.
but then you'd be the same as Bok and probably Logan. That was Logan's first major deck.
Yeah, I remember him playing it at one stage and
And yet
us laughing at him.
And yet Bok is still on the trade forum, still looking to finish that Chaos Dragon deck. Well, I assume that's what he's doing at all times.
Yeah.
And then also, so yeah, you said the second part. Do you think so he says Necro Valley. Do you think Gravekeepers could be good next format? What do you guys
Yeah.
think? Yeah.
I think they're still. I think they're all right now. Just
with
no
the
one has
mice,
them.
they're pretty good.
Like there are some decks where some people don't play them.
Yeah.
Money? Maybe. Can't be worth that much now. Many-
Probably not.
No. Here we go.
There are ulti Necro Valleys which I really like.
So there you go, man. There you go, Paul. We all kind of rate Gravekeepers. Blue Eyes could probably get around it. Necro Valley kind of hurts it, but not like a lot. Do you side in Necro Valley or you main it, Blake?
Blake.
Yeah.
Do you side in Necro Valley or do you main it?
Oh,
Cleese.
sorry. I thought you. I like just generally. I made Necro Valley in Cleese because it works so well.
Yeah, so that's
And
so.
I don't think once I ever cited it out. Either.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
a.
Any
remember
deck
citing
that
it.
any deck that doesn't use graveyard effects should be running Necro Valley.
Well, because as well, like even BA can't Baba you for game. It's like, or they can't Sir. They can't they can't Dante loop. It's like. Blue Eyes shuts them the egg down. It's
Yeah.
like, and don't even Teller's it put in work. Cosmo, it's ridiculously good against, and yeah.
Yeah, Blue Eyes. Oh, so wait, so Cosmo stops the Cosmo monster targeting itself.
No, you can't. The ships can't float.
And you can't call other.
Yeah, so that's it.
Cosmo.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it said can't be targeted by other effects, but if it includes themselves, that makes sense.
No, there's one line where it just says cards from the graveyard can't be banished, and cards from the graveyard can't be moved other than by their own card effects. So it's like from grave to field is more the by its own.
Yeah. So the banished one's a complete it's not. It was never tied back into
well,
it.
that's why that's why it works against ABCs as well, because it stops ABCs from banishing from grave to summon Buster Dragon.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely thought because of a card, and that's the thing, because obviously because of card mechanic, it wouldn't be a card effect doing that, so you have to do that. But then that also rules out the cost of, Dark Destroy and Co. So there you go. It hurts ABCs pretty. But then ABCs can get around it by bouncing or destroying with, I forgot how.
It's a good little setup.
Yeah, Blue Eyes can. But then obviously you're relying on the rest of your back row. Necro's kind of a. Then again, you could have. It was a short email, so that's alright then. So yeah, Necro Valley. Yeah, Necro Valley is good in the main. I never think I would side it in, so that's the thing Gravekeepers have going for it. But there's no real. Actually, no. Maybe it's worth giving it a go. Allure's at 3.
Yeah, Allure is at 3, so why not? That could be quicker than normal.
Thank you again, Paul S. Let's go into Market
Paul S.
Watch.
Paul.
Yeah, boy.
Market Watch.
Alright. With YGO prices actually working this week.
Yeah. Coach King's going up because of that
Why?
stupid bloody the pack that's called the Junishis.
Oh, right.
Junishis. Well, I thought it was
Gonna be
Junishis.
garbage.
Junishis.
I've just been saying that. I've been saying that like I say Korobo.
Alright.
Korobo.
Alright.
Dude,
do we need
if
that?
something's gonna make people comment, it's gonna be that they want to yell at you for saying Kurobo.
I thought it was
like that-
Kurobo.
Yeah. Oh my god, stop, dude.
That's how I've always pronounced Kurobo.
No. People are
gonna hate on us just because
of you. People are gonna hate on us. People are gonna dislike the video just because of this.
Yeah. Grand Soil's going up, I guess, because of similar reasons. Because what's the other?
Let me tell you guys a story as we enter into Market Watch.
Yep.
Which is that I sold my Sages the day before it was confirmed that they would not be getting a reprint. And I had White Stone of Ancients in like the 11th hour of being sold. Reprint, pulled out. I was going to get $100.
Well, you.
And now they're worth $15 each.
Oh, they're a little more than that.
Nope.
Oh boy. Their value in the is 74 cents. But the Ultra is $20.
They're not going to sell for $20.
They're never gonna sell for $20, but you know.
And I had a dude who had committed to buying it for $100 and then sort of just pulled out.
Yeah, it's
can't
kind of
force them
dog, but yeah, I mean, obviously they would rather take the negative rep on the trade site than anything else.
I would have pulled out, so I'm not even going to give the guy like a negative review or something. Like, I would have pulled out as well.
Yeah. I get that.
It's
I
Just think it was unlucky timing.
Sex Ed with Loklin.
Super lucky.
Anyway, moving on. So, Gate Guardian's going back up. The
Yeah.
forever hype Gate
boy.
Guardian. Forever hype.
You can
Yeah,
make a
it's a
Gate
nice
Guardian
card.
Pendulum deck. All the cards you need for it are pendulum summonable. don't see why not.
That would
That
be
makes
so
sense.
good.
Maybe that'll be a series we work on. Dumb Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be Loklin talking every week about how he pronounces cards.
Go away. No, I'm gonna be talking about Demiso Mist.
Another one seeing an increase is Chaos Hunter 80% plus, so that's probably going up because of ABCs, obviously. Locks him out, does some cute stuff, makes sense. Pick him up. If you
As
don't
much
want,
as you can lock out ABCs with a monster.
if you don't want to spend money on the normal suite of stuff, because that's the thing, because they can be stolen. I'd rather go Lancia to force them to have suboptimal plays.
Yeah, and like you can't they can't just Castell Lancia. So
Yeah. So Vanity's Fiends is coming up in more and more decks. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it be limited by January, just because people just keep playing it at 3.
true.
Because it's just so there. That's right. You heard me right, Logan. Hidden City's going up because of the impending support. People thinking as that 40% going up. E-Tele going up for some reason. Delinquent Duo is kind of cute. Everything else is kind of irrelevant. Maxi's just a card that's limited to 2, just stays up in value for some reason.
I'm so angry. I wanted it to go down. It just didn't.
Never did.
Exodia Necroz is going down.
Yeah. And actually that's
Up. Sorry.
oh. Well,
Because
where?
it's so good.
Necross? Oh yeah.
So good.
Where are you? So good. Megalo's going down. I guess people have realised water's not maybe the most
It's
optimal
going
decks.
down as much as a $30 secret can go down.
Monolith is going down.
Which, I mean, the actually selling
Big surprise.
Megalo for $30 though is probably not the best. Like the most you could fetch for it was 20.
Yeah.
Wait, what else is going down?
Monolith, because people are finally getting off that for some odd reason. It took them this
And
long.
I'm gonna buy them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build, please.
I want to see it at $35, and we'll do it. Maybe they'll put Monolith in that Jeweler Saga thing, and that's when we finally get the reprint.
I would take a Monolith reprint every day of the week.
Everyone would, dude.
Needs it. But there's just no feasible way for them to print it. Keep it down over there, Cardio Rat.
I thought that was your washing machine.
Rat's going mental.
Nah, yep, she gets to late at night and then decides, hey, you trying to sleep? I'm gonna wake you up.
Are you making a podcast?
Yeah, that's also it. Oh,
No.
shut up, 40.
The rat.
Interesting to note, I'm terrified of rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently so.
So, obviously, if you're versed in Loklin, slide in bubonic vermin. There we go. 2
Oh
references.
my god.
Squeezed in.
I love
Done.
that you had that. I love that you had that ready.
Of course I had it ready. I said it earlier in the episode.
Oh, did you?
Question. I'm gonna ask a serious question.
Yep.
Why are all our podcast links a link to the wiki of human penis?
Oh, God. Maybe people shouldn't check the show notes. Maybe they should.
Don't check the show notes. Actually,
Alright.
you know what? Hold on.
On the note of that penis, I reckon we call this off. People, tune in.
Hold on. I'm gonna listen. I'm leaving a secret link for everyone in the show notes, and if you click any of the show notes, you'll get that secret link. So good luck with that.
I recommend listeners don't do that. Anyway, so Decks Under 5 Minutes comes out later this week on Thursday. Deck Tech, we probably should do this one this week. We attempted it last week. For people who tuned in live, you got an attempt of a Deck Tech between me and Logie. But
Well, this week's
Which
gonna
was
be
just me,
anti-spell.
really.
there was a few more people in there, just they weren't talking. Another guy from locals and then another person.
When did this happen?
It was Friday night. Yeah, we streamed. Yep, we
We could
streamed.
have watched it together, Blake.
Yep. So yeah, definitely.
Okay.
go to
How
my
did you stream. How did you manage to turn on your computer and stream?
Mate, Snap's power content. That and alcohol. So, also tune into youtube.com/Braggio for maybe some alcohol-fueled video game playing content later this week. I should probably do it.
Wait,
And
no,
go
no.
to
Listen,
YouTube
I'm
slash-
saying this now. On Friday. No, you're not fucked it. On Friday, right? on Friday there is going to be some alcohol-fueled duels and content going down. So get prepared because this is going to happen. I'm calling it right now.
All right.
Or you're gonna get too drunk and go, fall
Yeah.
asleep. Blake falls asleep like
Alright.
that.
Yeah, I fall asleep pretty quickly when I stop doing things. If I keep doing things, I'm fine. But if I stop doing things and sit down for a bit, I'm like,
If you replace the word things with meth, that sentence is way more interesting.
Alright, let's end it.
if you replace the word Bragg's house with fucking Mount Druitt, that works too.
There's at least 3 rats in
love-
Bragg's house.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh shit! I didn't play the outro.
No!
You're gonna leave this in, right?
Goodbye, all.